Mr. Downey.
Mr. Letterman.
Congratulations, you're having another child. Good for you. Way to go. How many will this be? Is it 3 you'll have now?
No, just 2.
Just the 2.
Yep.
And do we know a boy? Oh, we do know a boy or a girl. You announced it on Jay Leno's show, didn't you? Yeah, thanks a lot.
Dave, you've known me for a long time. I have poor impulse control.
When is the baby due?
Late February.
Well, good for you. That's exciting. And are you looking forward to the process of being a father again?
I think so, yeah.
What kind of stuff do you do to prepare?
Yeah. Like that?
That's all it takes. And has the pregnancy been comfortable for your wife? I mean, it never really is it?
No, she's been a trooper. Mm-hmm. Yeah. 3rd trimester is just a little, a little tougher.
Yeah. I can't imagine going through that, and you just want it to be over, of course.
Right.
And then the physical discomfort is gone, but then your real work begins.
That's true.
Yeah. Well, and what about the issue of morning sickness? Did we have any of that?
No, she didn't.
Yeah.
She didn't.
Was it harder, the pregnancy harder on you than it was on her?
Well, I don't want to say that. That sounds odd.
Yeah, it does. Yeah.
I'm a sensitive guy.
Yes, well, sure. Well, I think that's good.
I feel what's going on.
Let's. I was looking at a list of your films.
Oh.
Now, some of these, and let's just be, you don't have to be candid with me if you don't want to be, but I think some of these, well, how can I say this? I think when you made some of these movies, perhaps you weren't working alone. Is that safe to say? Yeah. What, but a remarkable job saving your life, by God, and thank goodness for that. But now some of these... Let me just pick one here at random. 1995, Home for the Holidays. Jodie Foster, Holly Hunter. Tell us, and Anne Bancroft. Wow, 3 great actresses,
yes.
Great powers.
I have no recollection of that.
Okay.
But I'm told it was one of the most relaxed performances of the year.
Do you remember what they were like to work with? Do you remember anything about that experience of the personal nature working with these 3 great women?
You know what? I'm being too hard on myself. Right. I have fleeting glimpses of memories of it, and they were all. I was having a ball.
Now,
that's the problem. When you're having a ball and everybody else is miserable and concerned, you got to do something about it.
Right. That's exactly right. Well, that's the least of the indicators, but it is one of the indicators. I mean, self-preservation is at the top. I mean, you got to take care of yourself first.
That just sounds like ego to me, Dave. Isn't it really the consideration for others?
Yes, eventually. But you can't take care of others until you've taken care of yourself, can you?
You know, duly noted.
Yeah, thank you. Now here, 1990, Air America. This was a great movie. This was with your friend Mel Gibson.
Yes, God bless him.
Yeah.
I was a sober, non-smoking vegetarian, and I was absolutely miserable.
Mm-hmm. Tropic Thunder, a more recent film, 2008. Academy Award nomination.
Well, yeah. I mean, you got to be. You know, that was a very dangerous role for me. You had to definitely have the plug in the jug for that one.
and dangerous in the sense that you were. It was an actor, a white actor playing a black actor in a movie playing a black actor. Well, I mean, what was it?
Oh, I was an Australian.
Yeah.
Playing an African American.
That's right. That's right.
Now, which was just a terrible idea. I just thought this is. Like this, there's only one version where this might be funny and acceptable, and every other version, which is likely to happen, is I might as well just never leave the house again.
But it was well regarded, and you received an Academy Award nomination for it. And at this, now when were you doing the Iron Man?
Oh, 2007.
Did you like this, by the way?
Yes, thank you.
To make sure we know exactly what we're talking about. We'll be right back with Robert Downey Jr., everybody. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen, Robert Downey Jr. This is looks like 9 animals, and it's reminiscent of We Bought a Zoo, but it actually, what is it, Robert?
Well, I'm here promoting Matt's movie.
That's darn nice of you.
It's actually 10 animals. There's 2 alpacas in the middle.
Oh, you're exactly right.
Those are all of the animals on our farm.
You own all of these animals. Yeah,
yes.
and is this right there an alpaca?
That is an alpaca.
And what's that?
Kitty cat. Other alpaca next to it.
No, I know the cat.
Well,
the cat I could identify.
Could have been a lynx.
Okay, and then this goat?
Double alpaca, goat.
2 alpacas there.
Yes, kissing. Horsey.
Another kitty.
Mountain lion.
Yeah.
And another horse.
Now, which is the horse that was given to you?
Both horses were given to me by Jamie Foxx.
Yeah, that's right. Now, but this is a beautiful animal. How's this one? That one a good-looking horse?
Well, yes. It was not a great shoot for him that day.
You ride the horses? You're learning to ride?
I have not ridden them since we last spoke.
Well, now come on.
It's not like they're dying to be ridden. It's working out for both of us.
They're probably much happier not being ridden.
They haven't been saddled in a year. They're ecstatic.
But next you'll tell me that they come in the house and stuff.
No.
No, that would be silly.
That'd be 7, 8 years ago.
Yeah. But the idea was you were going to learn to ride one of these horses, wasn't it?
You know, I don't know what the idea was. By the way, love horses. I like them when they're in the stables, they're being fed, they're not having to work at a rodeo anymore.
Right.
And I don't have to get on top of them, act like I'm having a good time until they buck me out of the corral.
Right, yeah. Well, they're dangerous. It can be very dangerous.
Yes, we share this sentiment.
They're the enormous animals, tiny, tiny little brains.
Right.
Yeah. Let's talk about Arthur Conan Doyle.
Arthur Conan Doyle,
yeah.
One of the great British authors.
In what period did he live in and produce
in Victorian era, 1880s, 90s, and into the turn of the century.
And before you started appearing in the films, you knew about Sherlock Holmes, fascinated by him?
I did. As a matter of fact, there's a Arthur Conan Doyle spiritualist society where they have kind of basically seances in London. So even as far back as Air America, I was going and sitting in on these strange events.
And then what would transpire at a seance try to contact a guy?
I'm getting a feeling there is someone whose wife is recently deceased. Her name is Mildred. Is that gentleman in the room? My lord, yes, I am. This is uncanny. And is it so that your wife has just finished a set of I'm saying periwinkle blue drapes for the front sitting room right before she passed? Is nothing sacred? That sort of stuff.
Wow, yeah. That's pretty entertaining. Then you always get the possibility. Periwinkle drapes? No, wrong Mildred. Sorry. Let's take a look at this film. This is you and Guy Ritchie and Jude Law.
Yes.
And visually, what a tremendous epic feast for the eyes, as we say.
Thanks, Dave.
How long does it take to make a movie like this with all that stuff going on?
Off and on for about a year.
Wow.
Yeah, then another year post.
And that means editing and so forth?
Yeah.
Can you help the editing process by
doing some of the editing
as you shoot?
Yes.
Sequential stuff?
If you're efficient, you can do that. Yeah. We don't like working that way.
All right. We're going to see a clip here. What is it going to be, Robert?
This is a natural extension of our mutual distaste for horse, and I decided I would imbue Sherlock with just a little bit of this phobia.
All right, here we go. Sherlock Holmes, A Game of Shadows. You can see it beginning Friday. Take a look.